for being here today, and I want to thank the literally hundreds of churches across the nation today that are praying today, been praying through the weekend for the future of this country. Now, we don't know what the court is going to decide today as they hear these oral arguments. We don't know what the decision will be, but this we do know, that the court will not decide this issue. They will not settle this issue. We don't have to look beyond the issue of abortion. In 1973, the court said they would solve this issue of abortion by forcing it on the entire nation. And here we are today, 42 years later, and abortion is an issue in every election from president on down. What the court did is the court supercharged the issue. You cannot violate the laws of nature and nature's God and expect the American people to follow along. What is at stake here? Not only the well-being of children who will be, by law, deprived of a mother and a father, but as we have seen increasingly across the nation, even as late as Friday afternoon, when a Christian couple who owned a bakery, parents of 5 small children, were fined $135,000 for refusing to violate their faith and be a part of a same-sex wedding. When Christians across the country responded within 8 hours, they raised over $100,000 until same-sex activists, gay activists, forced the company GoFundMe to take down their website. Where's the tolerance that those on the other side demand? I want to challenge you to continue to pray for this court, that as Proverbs says, that God turns the hearts of kings as he turns the rivers of waters. And he can turn the hearts of these kings, self-imposed kings, these justices, to the truth, even though they can't find it on their own. My friends, you are standing for transcendent truth, not something that's decided by polls, not something that's decided by time, but rather by the one who created time and everything that exists therein. Do not lose heart, for in due time we shall reap. I encourage you, I thank you. I continue to pray for our nation. I pray for this court that it would make the right decision. And I challenge you to, no matter what this court decides, not to shrink back, not to become silent, not to hide in the shadows, but to speak uncompromisingly for the truth. Because in America, we have the freedom to believe and the freedom to live our lives according to our beliefs, and that is a freedom we must defend at all cost. God bless you, and may God once again bless the United States of America.
In the court, Cathy Ruse from the Family Research Council will say a few words.
Hi, thank you for all the organizers of the rally. Yeah, 3 important points I thought came up in court today. The first, there was a lot of discussion about who decides this issue. Should the court impose the definition, and that was the words of some of the justices, should this be imposed upon the nation, or should the people decide the question? In fact, Justice Roberts, my favorite quote from him today is that if the plaintiffs prevail and impose this definition on the nation, there will be no more debate. Closing debate closes minds. That's the Chief Justice of the United States. And one other very important point that came up in the court for people of all faiths is that there was discussion that if the court creates a national definition, there can be no exceptions. This will be a new constitutional law without exceptions, which means ministers will not be able to decline to perform same-sex marriages. Catholic schools will not be able to live according to their faith. And so for those who believe in religious liberty and protecting the right of individuals, this imposing a national definition of marriage will stomp on that right. And finally, the interesting discussions that happened in the court about polygamy. The people pushing for same-sex marriage admitted that it won't, no, your side admitted that this opens up the door to polygamy and also to calling a marriage between siblings. So I feel hopeful after today. Of course, nobody knows. Thank you.